Hi, lovies. I'm Deanna Nicole, and I am an intuitive healer, psychic reader, and there are a ton of crows running through my neighborhood at this precise moment in time. If that is a sign for you, take note, pay attention. Um, but right now, I'm going to be sharing with you pieces of some like bits of divine messaging that have been coming through over the past few days. Some have been triggered by readings that from other readers that I was watching and like they said something and then it just kind of triggered more information. It triggered something else. So I do want to shout out to um wow, to Freya Ray, True Path Tarot, and Jadina. If you guys like any of those readers, I like to watch them on YouTube. But this message came in reaching the spiritual financial abundance to afford the exchange into 3D manifestation, but being blocked and afraid to make the purchase. So Freya Ray was doing a video discussing about this block that's coming up for a lot of the collective right now, where she brings up an example from a financial book that she read once upon a time. She couldn't remember what it was, but if you do know it, um, either leave it in the comments here or, check out Freya's video and leave it there. But the kid who used to talk mess about people with a specific type of car out of their lack mindset and projecting ideas of how that person was less than via character flaws. Like, oh, they're so, yeah, sure, they have that really cool car, but they don't give back to the community. Oh, sure, they have all this money, but they're really actually selfish and stingy and blah, 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 blah. Stories that you create when you're in a sense of lack because you're like, I'll never be able to have that. And the only reason why they have that is because of something not good, right? So sometimes we create those stories when we're standing in that space, and as a community we can energetically come together and project that towards the other, the ones that have it. And yes, there are plenty of people out there who really really are that energy, but that's not like the law of financial wealth. So anyway, so there's this kid who has an experience like that. And then he grows up, makes enough money to afford the car. And he actually really wants the car, but he won't buy the car himself because he's aligned with those projections. He's worried about how other people are going to perceive him. He's worried about being made fun of. He's worried about other people trying to tear him down and make him out to be something that he isn't, and being defined by the possession of this car. So, um, Divine was showing me that the collective has really done the work for years of racking up, saving, growing, and expanding their energetic abundance of wealth. They have made enough to exchange it for this wildly amazing life that they want. They've hoped to live, but have this fear, this block, programmed energy that is keeping them frozen in the decision to say yes. I want to do this exchange. Yes to the manifestation in the 3D reality. Yes to the stepping in and receiving. Yes to the living on that scale in this new quality and capacity. So I use the example in one of the readings I just did, but it's really like saying here, like it's written, it's almost like you have all the money. Like, imagine the kind of home you'd want to live in. And let's say it's really big, like it's mansion scale, like it's millions upon millions of dollars to live there. And you actually experience life and live life to a fruition of having that time so much more. So not only are, you can buy this house, but you can afford to live in this house and take care of it, this mansion, this freaking palace of modern times. Um, and uh you have been holding all these feelings and these beliefs about like, well, do you really deserve that? Have you suffered enough to be worthy of that? Have you sacrificed enough? Whoa, you what you could do with all that money. Like the energy that you have around being allowed to be that abundant, the energy you have around whatever this dream in your life is, um, there are old beliefs, old teachings, old like communal energy. Maybe it came from family or classmates or neighborhood, or whatever your communities were in your early years have really like shaped your perception around your capacity to live life and have put up energetic blocks defining that you would be less of a good person because you're living that life, that you would be less of a generous person because you're living that life, that you would be unworthy and undeserving. And if you were qualified to have it, it would be because you're a lesser than in some other way. Whatever this energy is, it's like you were told you're not allowed to be as great as you always felt you were inside. You're not allowed to be that person. You're not allowed to go after that thing. You're not allowed to show up like that. You're not allowed to be that vibrant or that confident or that in like courageous or like boss. I know and I can help and I can guide and I can lead and I can teach and I can show you how to get from this to this. Like you're not allowed to be that person. Who are you to who, who are you? You ain't nobody. You ain't nobody special. Like you literally have energies like that in your being. You've done like all of this work and there's these remnants of old belief. And it is I'm looking at my car. We have a slanted driveway and Divine is showing me like a car on a decline and the brakes may not be functioning or they're not supposed to be in action, and yet there's this block in front of the wheel and the car is supposed to be rolling down the hill to gain momentum and like go forth on this new journey, this new path, this new reality to gain speed, and it can't do that because there's literally a block in front of the tire, so it can't go anywhere. These little, not so micro beliefs, there's still remnants of it, and you don't really need some big, massive transformation to deal with these. These are just seeing them, acknowledging them, releasing them. You've already done all the work. You just got to let it go, get that block out of the way, and let your car get some momentum. And everything you've already become will help drive that forward. That's part of what was coming up. Also, oh, the aha moment of this message coming during the story is, in fact, that yes, my lovies, you already have the energetic value to exchange. This isn't the story about how much more you have to do, have to become, have to expand and culminate. You already have it for real, for real. Like the idea that you have this wad of cash in hand. Yep, I already gave you that explanation. The message is facing the reason. Belief, energetic block you have. Just talked about that. There you go. I covered all the bases. Also, another aspect, because this feels like in part to the Cube faith walk videos, um, that True Path's message was coming up in her reading, True Path Tarot. Renee was expressing something about like the steps right now. Like everything is in this right now step. And Divine was like, yes, like the cube that you were talking about, let's focus on that. The reason why you can't see what's in front of you on your next step, what's coming up ahead, like you only know what's right now, is because instead of Divine giving you the next step, Divine has actually planted it inside of the step you're in right now. What you need for the next is in what you're doing right now. Like, imagine you're on a treasure hunt, right? And the whole process to the treasure is actually, it's not this map that shows all the pathway and the things you have to go through. It's actually it's like, here, get to this destination. You get to that destination and you're like, oh, I've gotta dig up something, or like unbury some rock, or pull some rocks away and unbury something and reveal something. And when you reveal that, what you reveal gives something to you, but in that, it also gives you what you need, that tells you what the next step is, and so forth and so on. It's so right now present. You don't require anything more than the right now moment. You don't require anything more than your right now moment. What is in front of you? What are you working on? What are your steps? What is available for you to do? Sorry, not steps, but the action of now. What's available that you can do now? What do you have the capacity to do now towards this dream, towards this project, towards this idea, or just like daily living your life? Sometimes really, you don't know how you're going to get to where it is you want your life to be right now, but you have a way that you can show up for the day you're in right now. And just following your instincts and just doing that is somehow unveiling what tomorrow is going to be, what you're going to be doing tomorrow and the day after that. And all of it's like building up and leading to something unfolding that's helping the life you are living right now become the life that you are desiring to be living. Energetically hold the energy of the life you want to live, but focus on the life you're in right now. Okay, my loves, that's all the messaging of that from Divine this week. I hope it reached you well, no matter what time of day it is. I hope you are well, my loves, and I'm really grateful that you took the time to listen to this message and me just rambling on. And yeah, if I was of any way, shape, or form of service to you, please like this video. I would really appreciate it. And if you could leave a comment, you can put an emoji, you can share how this aligns to you, or you can follow follow the page, subscribe. I am highly distracted by the crows in my neighborhood. This is just, it is what it is. And like, well, all of the birds, there's so many birds in my neighborhood, so many species of bird in my neighborhood. But the crows are like the consistently loud and somehow aggravating voices that just wanted to show up in the past 45 minutes. Anyway, um, you don't care. Go live your life. Go live your life. Thanks for coming around. I'll see you next time. Bye.